Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you today. We're taking a look at the Bitcoin charts, seeing what's going on, taking a look at a few articles here, seeing why the price may be just stalling out as of right now. Bitcoin sitting right at about $31,500. Still kind of forming some type of pennant triangle, but we're going to still take a look at this and see if Bitcoin is going to continue trending sideways. We were looking to maybe retest the top of one of our trend lines, but still having a little bit of trouble. Bitcoin sitting right now, let's see, large Bitcoin options positions may boost price volatility this week. As long as these options remain open in the market, the next couple of days could be volatile for Bitcoin. Yeah, and that's exactly what we're seeing is price volatility as of right now. Grayscale purchases $995 worth of Bitcoin and 10,234 Litecoin in 24 hours. The world's largest crypto asset manager also accumulated 10,000 Ethereum Classic in a single day. Interesting. Ethereum Classic being brought up in the news here. So we'll take a look at that article, see what's going on there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and cue that intro and get started. All right, everyone, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every single video that we make as Bitcoin continues its rally in 2021. We're putting out videos each and every single day on this channel, so I hope that you're staying tuned with us and being here with us each and every single day to bring you some of the latest news and the charts. Bitcoin options markets continue to grow along with institutional-led bull run in a leading cryptocurrency, yet while many use options to hedge their positions, the large amounts of Bitcoin options slated to expire in a few days may themselves lead to wild price swings as January draws to a close. At press time, there are 120,300 contracts worth $4 billion set to expire this Friday on major exchanges Deribit, CME, Backed, OKX, LedgerX. According to data source Skew, much of that amount can be found in Deribit, the world's largest cryptocurrency options exchange, by trading volume. It is on track to register a record monthly Bitcoin options expiry of 102,100 contracts, nearly $3.5 billion. A call option gives the holder the right, but not the obligatory, to buy the underlying at a predetermined price on or before a specific date. A put option represents the right to sell. An out of the money call is the one with the strike price higher than the spot price. As of press time, call options at strike prices above current spot price of $34,000 are out of the money. Okay. Meanwhile, put options strike below the spot price. Okay. So I think there were a lot of actually call options, which basically means they expect the price to go higher by the end of the month. Market makers may inject volatility. Options expire seldomly have a direct impact on spot price. However, when open interest is concentrated in OTM call and put options, which is the case with Bitcoin, a sedentary pre-expiry move forces market makers to hedge with the underlying asset. That leads to more significant price turbulence. Over 80% of Deribit-based January 28th expiry open interest is set to expire out of the money or worthless. Notably, more than 52,000 call options contracts and 29,000 put options contracts are currently out the money, as noted by Swiss-based data provider. If BTC rapidly jumps to all-time highs within the next few days, it's expected market makers will aggressively hedge their out-of-the-money short call options exposure, which would likely increase overall market volatility and momentum in the underlying prices. Quantitative analysis and quantitative systematic digital asset investments large. Okay, market makers are individuals at member firms. Okay, market liquidity. Given the recent strong bullish sentiment and massive buying and higher strike out of the money call options, market makers across the board are likely to net short gamma callers. Okay, options. Okay, yeah. So we're starting to see just with the options set to expire, we're gonna have to see exactly how this wants to play out towards the end of the month. But we've noticed our money flows start to thin off a lot too as well, which definitely gives a lot of price volatility within our momentum waves in general. So let's see what's going to happen with Bitcoin. We'll jump over here into the charts here in a second. Getting started on our next article, the world's largest crypto asset manager. Okay, Grayscale, a leading digital asset manager firm, has purchased a total of 995 Bitcoin with the value of over 31 million in the last 24 hours. The company also accumulated 10,000 Litecoin and 10,000 Ethereum Classic on the same time, according to data provided by crypto analyst firm Bybit.com. Grayscale has circulated its holding in altcoins with the recent purchases. In addition to Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, the company bought 1,700 Bitcoin Cash in a single day. Grayscale's total crypto asset under management now stands at around $25.5 billion. Bitcoin is the largest holding of the asset management firm, and company has more than 640,000 Bitcoin. Currently, the total value of Grayscale's Bitcoin holding is more than 21 billion. Additionally, the firm added nearly 40,000 BTC in its last 30 days. Wow. So, I mean, Grayscale is just consistently buying up, and that's institutional investors for you folks. They're gonna get into these altcoins too as well. You know, it shows here that they're getting Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic. The recent accumulation by Grayscale shows the institutional demand is rising significantly this year. In Q4 2020 report, the world's largest asset manager pointed out the institutions accounted for more than 90% of inflows in 2020. According to the latest reports, the company is planning to expand its current investment offerings due to growth in demand. Since the start of 2021, several crypto assets have outperformed Bitcoin in terms of price gains. Polkadot, Cardano, Chainlink, Litecoin, Stellar are up more than BTC in January 2021. The recent purchases indicate that Grayscale is planning to accelerate the accumulation of cryptocurrency assets other than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Moreover, the company bought nearly 100,000 Litecoin in the last 30 days, along with more than 17,000 Bitcoin Cash. Grayscale's Ethereum holding decreased slightly during the last 24 hours as a crypto asset manager dropped nearly 600 ETH in a single day, according to the latest report in CoinShares. Despite the reason that weekly crypto inflows increased significantly, interest in Ethereum related investments products decreased over the last week. ETH price is currently trading at $1,300, which is down more than 5% in the last 24 hours. So interesting that they dropped off Ethereum and not Bitcoin. I know Bitcoin has been seeing a little bit more of a sell-off since Ethereum's all-time high. So we'll take a look at the ETH charts going forward in today's video, but let's go ahead and jump on over into the charts without further ado. Transition there. All right, folks, so we're taking a look at the 4-hour time frame here. You can kind of see how we're still kind of forming this symmetrical triangle here with Bitcoin and its price volatility as it's kind of creeping up right now. We are kind of maintaining in our logarithmic chart here for the most part. And now we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with this price movement. It does kind of look more of like a descending triangle, to say the least, but I think we're just going to have to wait to see how this wants to play out. Some people are calling this a bull flag, bull pennant. I could see that too as well, but that's if it's a bull flag or bull pennant, that's actually a price continuation pattern. And what we're just gonna have to wait to see is if we can break this trend line here. So we have an alert set for ourselves. If you are part of our Patreon member group, I have an alert set for our Discord server, so you'll get an alert whenever this trend line breaks here. But if y'all want to join us join us in our private trading group, you can pay with their debit or credit card through Patreon, or if you want to pay with crypto, you can join us and just message me, and I will get you all set up if you want to pay with crypto. So looking at our 4-hour time frame, you can also see that market Cipher B is starting to trickle off here. Money flow is looking really thin. We're in our red money flow, but it's not super heavy right now. We'll have to wait to see if we're going to recover. Looking at our 2-hour time frame, money flow is still super thin here on our 2-hour time frame too. So now we're just waiting for our momentum waves to kind of finish playing out. So I think what we're going to really have to do is kind of either zoom in. Money flow still looks relatively thin even here on the 90-minute time frame. So now I would say let's zoom out. Let's zoom out, get a broader perspective of what may be going on here. Taking a look at our zoomed out charts, looking at the 6-hour, obviously Bitcoin's hitting right at about 31,600, kind of maintaining in this $31,000 area as of right now. But we can start to see how price is just starting to squeeze just even tighter and tighter here. Starting to form to the end of the symmetrical triangle, and we'll have to wait to see how this wants to continue playing out. But we're looking for probably a price break close to the end of the week, maybe going on into Thursday or Friday. Yeah, it definitely looks like Bitcoin could be seeing some large volatility going on into the rest of the week. But we'll have to wait to see how the end of the symmetrical triangle wants to play out. Looking at our 6-hour time frame on Cipher B, we can also see that we were starting to move back to the upside, found a little bit of rejection above our 0 pivot point here. And now what we're looking for is probably a price recovery with our momentum wave back to the upside. You can see our money flow has been kind of putting in a little bit of a higher low here as well with our red money flow. Now we'll just have to wait to see if this wants to recover at all for us as well. So let's zoom back out here. Take a look probably at the 8-hour. Let's see what's happening here. 8-hour time frame still giving us a nice rejection on Cipher B, but more or less probably wanting to move sideways, maybe find a higher low here with our momentum wave as well too. If we are to put in a higher low with our momentum wave here on the 8-hour time frame, then I definitely would probably say that this is more likely going to be a stair-step pattern for us. We could probably draw some type of trend line out here for us as well too, if we wanted to as well, something of this nature. Holding our support line here. We'd want to see probably another green dot on Cipher B to continue our bullishness for the most part. So definitely keeping an eye on probably some of these higher time frames, looking for this stair-step pattern to occur, putting in somewhat of a higher low here with our momentum wave. That's ultimately what we're going to be trying to keep a close eye on. But yeah, I think even our 12-hour, 21-hour money flow, it still looks like it's going to remain pretty healthy here. We never quite got the 1-day green dot for us just yet. It did look like it wanted to occur, but we didn't quite get it just yet. So we'll have to wait to see if we're going to end up getting that green dot. This was more of a liquidity spike, it seemed like, on our charts here with this green candle on our daily chart, and then finding rejection right at that 21 EMA once again. Taking a look at the 2-day, still holding support here on the 21 EMA on the 2-day. We just really want to maintain that support above the $30,000 level. If we are to close below that $30,000 level on the 2-day, I would say that prices aren't going to be looking too hot. But also looking at Cipher B on the 2-day, it does look like we are ready to maybe make another green dot here. I would say if we get this green dot either on the 1-day or 2-day, more likely this 2-day green dot would be a really nice significant push to the upside afterwards too. So we'll have to see what's going to happen. Obviously, probably expecting major price volatility within the next couple of days going on into the rest of the week. I'll be keeping a close eye on probably the 8-hour time frame. Taking a look at market Cipher B, waiting for this next higher low to be set in, and possibly get another green dot here to push us back up above the 0 pivot point. So we'll have to wait to see how this wants to play out. But folks, if y'all are interested in picking up the market Cipher indicator by CryptoFace, there's links in the description box below. This is our bread and butter on this channel. We use it pretty much every single day. And you're also helping support the channel if you are become a member of Market Cipher too as well. So links in the description box below, or if you just want to freely support the channel, just hit the thumbs up button, and I'd highly appreciate that too as well. Let's take a look at the dominance chart, see what's happening here with the dominance. 8-hour chart not looking too hot at all. 8-hour chart with the Bitcoin dominance is definitely seeing a nice sell-off too as well, and we've really been seeing a lot of our alts pop off too. So folks, if y'all are interested, we are trading a few different altcoins. We have probably about 20 or 25 different alts that we hold in our portfolio that we trade in and out of. And if you're interested in seeing what some of those alts are, you can join us in our Patreon page too as well. More likely, it looks like we are going to see some type of rejection here, pushing us back to the downside. But money flow on these time frames here, on these higher time frames with Bitcoin dominance, doesn't really look too hot, folks. We are starting to see some of these big green dots here, possibly on our 1-day. Now we'll have to wait to see if this wants to recover. But if our 1-day money flow starts to round off anymore, it's not going to be looking too good for Bitcoin. So let's see what can happen here for us moving forward. But yeah, our 3-day chart here on, I would say even our 4-day chart on the Bitcoin dominance still needs some time to recover. You know, we've been just putting in lower lows or lower lows, lower highs with our dominance chart, which definitely gives us a reason to be buying altcoins right now too as well. And probably still seeing a little bit of price volatility within Bitcoin, but probably a best bet to start accumulating some of these altcoins if you haven't already. So with the altcoin market being said, let's take a look at Ethereum, see what's happening here with ETH, see if we're going to be making any bounces anytime soon. We got the bounce all the way up, all the way back up to our previous all-time high, and we did put in another all-time high, so right at about 14,700 or $1,474. But we couldn't really manage to stay above that. We couldn't manage to stay above our 618 level, and so now we're just probably looking for another bounce here off of our 21 EMA. I would say we probably need to also find support on the 21 EMA, possibly on the 12-hour chart, 21-hour chart. Finding support on the 21 EMA would definitely lead to probably some more bullish sentiment within the market too as well. We are holding a trend line support down here for us, as you can see. We would want to make sure to put in higher lows if we are to wick down on this trend line once again. We want to make sure to probably continue further up and find support there. But as far as right now, it does look like we are going to be trending sideways within our markets. I do know that some of our altcoins have been performing relatively well, so I'll make sure to be keeping our Patreon members and our private trading group members up to date with all the altcoins that are popping off for us as well. But yeah, if y'all are interested in that, feel free to join us over there. Let's go back into the DXY chart, see what's happening with the DXY, because I think that we're probably still seeing a lot of volatility here too as well. Still staying below our 21 EMA on the daily. It looked like we were trying to find support on our 21 EMA on the daily chart here with the DXY. We are getting a green dot here with the 1 day on the DXY, but money flow still kind of sinking us down just a little bit further too, still holding us underwater. Our 2-day chart is also definitely keeping us below that 21 EMA, and I think that we'll probably have a really hard time getting up above our 21 EMA here on the 2-day chart, which is right at about 90 cents or so. Yeah, that's definitely looking like the DXY still has quite a bit of room to the downside. If we are to see a red dot here on the 2-day chart, then I would definitely feel that we are going to continue a little bit lower here with the DXY charts too as well. But folks, that's going to do it for today's video. I thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you for showing support. We're keeping a close eye on possibly the 8-hour chart and waiting to put in maybe a lower high with our momentum waves on Cipher B. So we'll have to see if that wants to end up playing out for us as well. But folks, yeah, thanks for tuning in today. I hope that y'all are having a great day out there. We're going to just hold steady with the market as of right now. Hopefully we get some nice recovery. If not, we always know that it's time to buy the effing dip, and I hope that you're doing the same out there, folks. So with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.